An Ashanti region historian, who is also the Menchia Palace Museum historian, Safo Kantanka, explains that due to the green nature of Kumasi, Queen Elizabeth in 1961 described the place as the Garden City. He says laws were enforced strictly at the time to ensure trees were preserved.
Queen Elizabeth paid a visit to Ghana and visited Kumasi. And then when she came and saw the environment, how the whole city was built within woods, that is the forest. She went and then named Kumasi a garden city. So the history behind Kumasi being called Garden City started from the visit of Queen Elizabeth in 1961. Before then, Kumasi had been listed as a city long ago. In 1874, the British war, the Sagrenti War, which took place in Kumasi, British against the Ashantis, they listed Kumasi as a city.
Safo Kantanka adds that some of the previous ways of preserving the environment should be reintroduced in order for Kumasi to be restored to its past state of being the Garden City.
Those days there was law and order. If you made the least mistake, you would not be forgiven. You were punished instantly. These days we hear China do same thing. If it had continued from all those years till now, we wouldn't be comparing ourselves to, we wouldn't be crying over all that is broken. So indeed, it's law and order. These days they say tree planting. I remember an occasion very well when I went to a village, organized an international organization to plant trees. When the trees were mature, what happened was that people said, okay, that covered our faces, our stores are covered, we cannot see through long distances, so they just chopped the trees down and nobody could punish them.
A youth-led environmental NGO based in Kumasi, Eco Warriors Movement, is thus calling on all relevant stakeholders to ensure the tree planting exercise is sustained. Ochwe Champon Boache is the founder of Eco Warriors Movement.
Yes, we agree to the fact that we have to plant trees, but we also want to say that planting trees are not enough. We have to grow trees. Just move from the narrative of just planting, where you plant and then you forget about it, to the level where we can grow trees in Kumasi, so that we can get back the name Garden City. I so believe that when the Queen of England in 1961 visited Kumasi the first time and named Kumasi the Garden City, it was because she felt she was welcome with that environment where nature lived with humanity in unison. And that was the reason why she could name Kumasi the Garden City in those times. I remember the parks around at the Sheman area, Abyss Park. These were green parks that were in Kumasi. Not just those parks. We had the parks and gardens that in those times were also very active and working. But what do we see now? All the trees in the environment have been cut down to allow for development, which some of us as environmentalists may say, yeah, we didn't plan for that. But we think all is not lost. And this agenda of restoration, that is in line with the AF 100 agenda, that is for Africa, and then as part of the Bond Challenge, I think we should be able to plant trees. And as we are planting trees, it shouldn't just be about tree planting, but it should be tree growing. At our end, we are also a grassroots organization, and we can also say that we have to be able to link tree planting to an economic gain. That is where the ordinary person can therefore feel that planting tree has got some importance for him.